Hello everybody, this is Curtis from PSNStores.com. Today we're taking a look at Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. This game is available now on PlayStation 4. So we're in the early goings here. We have just reached the city. And so that's about, I don't know, like about 15-20 minutes into the game. Not very far. And we're going to play through a little bit of this. Not too much. So this is a Metroidvania. I guess, like, stop me if you've heard this before. It's kind of a 2D side-scrolling indie Metroidvania kind of clone. Has some I guess it's mostly in this city. The design of this city, just its look, atmospherically speaking. When I first played this last year on the PC, it reminded me a lot of Bloodborne. In a good way, but all of that said, like, you know, I know that, like, the Metroidvania stuff is kind of, it feels like every indie game's doing that these days, but trust me when I tell you this game is really, really good. You might remember this if you watch SGDQ. This actually was a game that was run, I believe, last summer. And it was like one of the better runs. Like, if you have not watched it, you should go back and watch it. It was a really, really good run. So anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. Let's see, you came from that imp-infested forest? Interesting. How can I help you? Alright, so, here's somebody that we can talk to. We'll get, some things that we can buy. So, the collectibles, the currency, currently have 148. So we have this crystal seed, fairy tear, or ring of candor. And it's been about a year since I've played through and finished this game, so I really don't remember too much about what these things do. So let's go ahead and get the fairy tear and crystal seed. Oh, here we go. Active effect. Temporarily increases attack by 50%. Okay, that's good. Yeah. And then fairy tear, passive effect, raises users' resistance to status ailments. Also good. So then let's just go ahead and look at that then. So if you go to your equipment, you have active slots and you have passive slots. So obviously, the crystal seed we can equip to our active slots. Those are obviously items that have a limited amount of uses. So for instance, the crystal seed, and then also the bellflower, which is your healing item. Bellflower, if I remember correctly, acts a lot like your blood vial or Estus flask. That is kind of another one of the similarities, where you have these bells that you use as saving points, and when you use them, they restore the uses you have on your healing item. So kind of similar there. And then we have the passive slots, which, as you could imagine, you can equip up to 2 things on them, at least at first. I don't remember if you get more. I think it's just 2. And these are things that will have some sort of effect on your character at all times, as long as they're equipped. So we'll go ahead and do that. Some other things, you have like key items that you can get. Here's your map. Settings and stuff like that. Here's a look at settings if you'd like to see what we're at here. Alright. And with that, let's just go ahead and get started. So yeah, saving, all you gotta do is just hit that bell. And we're out. Let's go. So, pretty simple control setup. You have a double jump. You attack with this leaf. You have a roll, so you can roll through enemies. And then we also have a bow and arrow, which we can do a single shot with, or we can hold down and charge. I don't remember the chart. Yeah, there we go. It holds between screens. Yes, okay. I can talk. And so that's kind of what that looks like. And as you'd imagine, you know, as you progress, you know, you'll find passageways that are blocked off, or areas you can't quite reach. And so you have to unlock an ability or find a key or something to go back and unlock other areas that you previously had been in. The game itself is not super long. I'm pretty sure I got 100% completion in it. I think it took me under 10 hours, if I remember correctly. It's not a super long game, but it's just a really solid and well-made game, and like, especially just like, there's some good impact, and with like the combat itself, like when you're hitting enemies, it feels good. There's some really good boss encounters, and it's pretty difficult. You know, it is a game that you can, if you're not careful, you can die pretty easily, especially in the early goings when you don't have a lot of upgrades. So let's go ahead and retry. There's music. It's just in this area. I think they've kind of chosen to not use anything just yet. But again, you know, it's I'm excited to play through this again. This was, oh great. This was something that, you know, when I played it last year, I really got into it. Like, I really enjoyed it, and it was immediately something that it was like, yeah, I hope this comes out on PSN. Even just so, you know, like, I hope it just comes to digital platforms in general, just so more people check it out, because I think at the time it was just PC only. So we'll see. And it's another thing that I like, it is something that rewards exploration, just not only just like finding cool things that you can use and, you know, health pickups and whatnot, but finding everything will give you the 100% ending, which you will definitely want. It's also just a really good looking game. Like, I really like the style they went with, especially in this city. Like, it really stood out to me, because like in the first area, it's yeah, man, I remember the screen in particular early on being really rough. But anyways, like, especially early on, you're in like a forest area, and so it's a pretty cool location, but when you get to this city, it's like, oh man, this is great. Like, look at this. But yeah, I remember having a difficult time in the early going of this game. That area specifically, because you got some enemies with projectiles, and you got these dogs that kind of charge at you. So let's try and take it a little slower. See what we can do. I can use these healing items. That is what they are there for. Right. Man. Alright, this time for sure. I remember not liking these people. It is also, it's a difficult game, for sure. I'm playing on normal right now. You get easy, hard, normal, by default. I believe there's like an insane difficulty, which I'm pretty sure, the runner who did this at SGDQ last summer, I'm pretty sure he played on an insane. I also played one-handed, so, again, pretty crazy. I'm trying to remember if I can hit them from up here. Looks like I might be able to. There we go. Alright, whatever. We're going. Oh, nice. Make this stop. Oh crap. Well, we unlocked the shortcuts. That's good. And I believe, yeah, this is boss number 1, I think. If I remember correctly. Looks like some outsider missionary. Your rotten corpse will serve my mistress well. Yeah, here we go. Doing okay so far. I'm pretty sure there's like transformations for bosses. I don't remember. That is one thing that can be nice about games like this, that because it's not the first time that, you know, there's a game where it's like, yeah, I played on PC like a year or two back, really enjoyed it, and then it comes over to PSN and I get to review it, and because it had been so long, I forget a lot about it, and so I get to kind of rediscover it again, which is always nice. Oh crap, you know what? I screwed up. I didn't go back and save it. When you do unlock shortcuts like that, you need to be sure to go back and save at the lamp. Oh man, crucial error. That's okay. We'll get through this sequence pretty quick. I always think that the crows are enemies, but nope. Crap. Alright, we'll just kinda... I guess we might want that extra healing item. Alright, let's remember to save this time. I've been playing a lot of games that just auto-save at with everything you do recently. Not this game. So 5 bellflowers. That's pretty good. I think we should be okay. Doing alright so far. Here we go. Rubella, the Witch of Decay. I thought this was Destiny for a second. Yeah, I need to be careful about my placement here. We'll call that luck. That was dangerously close. So you also tend to forget the movesets of these bosses. I think I can roll, yeah. Almost there. Yep, you little pest. Can't waste any more time with you. And she's gone. We did it. So I think that's a dead end for now. There's a save point. So I guess we'll probably call it there. That is Momodora, Reverie Under the Moonlight. This is just a really solid game. I'll have a review of this up probably, hopefully, very soon. If not, by the time this video is up. This is, yeah, again, you know, it is a Metroidvania. There's a little Souls inspiration going on. Mostly, I think mainly it's just for someone who has played so much time, spent so much time with those games. When you have a mechanic like this, where you've got kind of these checkpoint / save point systems that also replenish healing items, it's like, yeah. And also like Karst City right here. Yeah, heavy Bloodborne, Castlevania kind of vibes going on. I really like this game. I like it a lot. I don't know what the price is going to be on PSN. I am recording this before the game goes live. I don't remember, honestly. I actually don't remember how much I paid for this on PC. Probably 10 to 15. I'll put it in the show notes, I'll put it in the text below the video, to be sure, with a link to the game as well. This is a really good game. It's a really good, just solid, tough Metroidvania game. Not super long. Might be a good little change of pace, considering all of the other massive open world games that have been coming out recently. And just really long RPGs in general. So something kind of short, sweet, tough, really solid. If you're looking for something like that, maybe this is right up your alley. I would recommend it, certainly. Just from playing it last year and looking forward to playing it again this year. So thank you for watching as always, and until next time, I'll see you later.